What's up, low-quality fans? High-quality Bruins team, that still remains. I know some of you have questioned that a little bit. As expected, I was not able to watch the game last night. I was able to watch the highlights, most of them, and look at a bunch of analytics stuff before I passed out. Yes, that is a glass of wine on the bedside table. I'm in the hotel, but I have some thoughts. Some of them you might be able to just throw out because I didn't actually get to watch the game. So I'll understand that. This is the lowest quality of low quality that you can really get. Where to start? First of all, we went out west. That's a lot of travel. I know we're starting with excuses. We went out west. A lot of travel. A bunch of players had the flu. It wasn't the greatest circumstances to start your road trip. The effort, from what I can tell, against Vancouver was a roller coaster. There seemed to be some really nice moments and some really bad moments. The biggest thing that's sticking out to me is we are hitting the post again, or Demko's coming up with huge saves again. By the way, shout out Swayman. Oh, God, the future. But when it comes to scoring, we have an issue. And the production line can no longer handle winning us enough games. I think that's pretty clear at this point. We need to start splitting up the top six. We need to try several different things and find what works. Howla needs to stay on the left side. I liked that. The problem we're having is all our lines seem to be performing decently, and they all have chances, but they're not burying them. Overpassing, whatever it might be. For the longest time, I pointed out the shooting percentage of this team, and as if that is going to change. It's going to go back towards the mean or the median, whatever the number, the math. We're 22 games in. Sometimes your team is what your team is. This team has a scoring problem. It also has a shooting percentage problem. Now, do I think we'll be bottom 5 in the league all season? Probably not. But somebody has to be, right? And it looks like we have pretty good odds to be down there. This team has a lot of excuses today. I don't think they're using them. I don't think they're flying in the locker room right now. But Swayman deserved a better result. And guys just have to start finding their shot again. And I think the only way we're going to get that is by mixing things up. Howla staying on the left is good news for us. I think they realize that they have something there. But the top six, the second line has to start scoring, right? Someone has to start scoring 5-on-5. Hall needs to be either moved back up and Marshy moved down, or we have to do the Smith-Pasta thing. I have heard a lot of talk about how lost Hall looks at moments. I've seen a lot of Pasta just not having it. When those two played together, and I know Bergeron was the center, so maybe it's a little different. I'm sure it is. When those two played together, all of a sudden, they were more engaged. They were flying up and down the ice. They were the only ones who could keep up with each other. Creativity was there. Everything. Coyle isn't the most creative center in the world. He's a consistent center. He's strong in the puck. He keeps you in the zone. Great. But I think Hall needs a little more creativity working with him. Smith, same. Smith is just firing at the net. And something stuck out to me. You know how Hall did not work as your net front presence when he was on that top unit? He was better on the left side or the bumper. So he gets taken off that top unit. But when you think about that second line with Coyle, Smith, and Hall, Smith is the guy who fires on net no matter what, which we love. I'm not criticizing that. And then Coyle is your high slot center, that's the structure of the team right now, is trying to open space up in front of the net, which means Hall would have to be the guy who crashes into the front of the net. If it doesn't work on the power play, it's not going to work when there's an extra guy. Something to consider. All in all, I'm glad we got a point out of it. If we had won the shootout, I think the vibe would be the same. This isn't one of those, if you won it, you'd all feel great. Vancouver's not a good team. They're getting a little boost because they have a new coach. You got to be better than this. And we have to start spreading out the wealth of that top line. Because they're just aging. And they can't keep up. Bergeron is taking a little bit of a step back this year. That's fine. He's still our St. Patrice. It's not a big step back. You'd still rather have him than anybody else. Well, yeah, anybody else. That's my guy. We need to split up the wings a little bit here. That's my take. That's how I feel. I know I can't cover the whole game, and I know I'm just going off of some highlights and some analytics, but I just wanted to say hi, guys. I missed you. Go Bees!